Hey guys, this is Group Gaming here and Dalton. I'm Dalton, and I'm making a deck for Clash Royale. And in this deck, you should be able to should be able to make it in Arena 3 and above. Because if you're in Arena 3, you'll be able to make it. Anything above that, of course, you'll be able to make it. And so, you want your main source of damage, okay? That's the Prince. And these cards I haven't changed yet. So, we got the Prince in the deck, which is your main source of damage. Well, you're going to need stuff to defend the Prince. To help the Prince get to the tower and do some good amount of damage. And so, we're going to be using minions. And we're going to replace Zap. And so, you're going to need arrows. I don't know what it changed, but it changed something. You're going to need arrows and bomber. Kind of what you want is you want some good splash. And then you could probably put a witch in the deck. And we can put the witch instead of the miner. Okay. And then archers would help. Because archers actually will do a lot of damage. Most people don't ever use them, but archers is going to be one of the best troops you have. Okay, then you're going to use Tombstone. I don't have the Tombstone leveled up a lot, but he's a very good card, and we're going to use him a lot. I'm just checking something real quick. Okay. He's a very good card if you can use him right. And so far, deck is pretty cheap. And then you can put kind of whatever you want. Any of your cards you want to put in, you can put it in. I'm gonna put the baby dragon. Not the baby dragon. We don't need the baby dragon. I'm gonna put the barbarians, which makes it 3.8, which is cheap. And so, we're gonna not take this online because I don't use decks like that. I use golem decks online, like this deck right here. I've showed you in one of the videos. You have to be in arena 6 and above to use this deck. But it's a very good deck. And so it's pretty much these both are very good decks. So I'll show you how you'd use this deck. And since it's pretty cheap, it should be fairly easy to cycle. So you're gonna save up 10 elixir in the beginning. I know a lot of people don't do this, but you want to save up 10 elixir, and before you hit 10, do play something because and then okay, we're gonna put the bomber. But the reason you're gonna want to do that is because then you won't be at the biggest disadvantage when you're playing. So now that we have some pretty good splash, we should some splash damage behind the Prince. Like I said, we got the the main hitter, and look, we get to the tower, and that tower is gone immediately. And he's gonna try to defend, but he has no chance. And then after you get a push kind of like this built up, you can just kind of keep building it. The only problem is this push right here will be easy stopped, like I said, by a fireball. But now that you've known he used his fireball, you can maybe put barbarians, and then I'd keep enough elixir for arrows, and something kind of like that. And we're gonna get to the tower because the trainer, like I said, he isn't smart, but he's good enough to test a deck, in my opinion. I think I can test decks with him all the time. So yeah. And then we're gonna try to build up that big push again. So we're gonna put I don't know what to put. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna wait for him to target the tower. We're gonna go like this, then the witch, and then minions. We're not gonna use the prince right now. Okay, there you go. See, he's kind of realized that you can stop with the fireball. So my whole push got shut down. Shouldn't be too big of a problem because we can do the prince and Prince and Bomber other side. which will deal a lot of damage because like that. If you plant something little, that ends the game because you're going to have the bomber. But then there's the one card, the minions. That's why I like kind of putting something like a witch or archers. The prince will take some damage, but he won't take a lot of damage, so you should be okay. And so, yeah. So the prince is gonna be your, like I said, your big hitter. The splash behind him, and these two are gonna be your defending cards. And the witch is also a very good defender, so you can use her as a defender as well. And you can actually make pretty good counter pushes with her. And so one of the cards you're gonna here, I'll give you some examples. Say he places minions. You have archers and witch. If he plants somehow if he gets like Hog Rider or anything like that, you got these two. Even though you'll probably only have to use this, he will probably get maybe one shot off on your tower if you put the tombstone, but I know he won't get one if you put barbarians. And barbarians, one of the ways you can use them actually is if you can put Prince on one side and he's gonna go all out defending it. And I'd save about 8 elixir, and I'd put this, and if he has like spam troops on the other side, you got bomber and arrows to defend all the cheap troops that countered the prince. And they already pretty much used their elixir, so they can't use anything to counter your barbarians, and your barbarians are going to do a lot of damage, okay? So that's what's going to be good for you. And the deck is very cheap. It's not the cheapest deck. Like, my decks are usually between 3.8 and 3.9. I don't go over 4.0 because I think a 4.0 deck is way too expensive. And so, what you're going to do is you just got to keep the prince push. You got to push and push and push. Eventually, he's going to use a card. Like, say you know he has a tombstone. You're going to try to... And he doesn't have anything else for the prince, okay? You're going to try to bait the tombstone with, like... Say, maybe you can put barbarians, and he, for some reason, puts something like that, or skeleton army, minions, minion horde, I don't know, something like that. Well, now you know that the prince can't get countered anymore, because he just countered barbarians with the card he counters with. So, if you can bait out his main card to defend the prince, you should be good, and then get the bomb behind, just in case he's got, like, goblins, spear goblins, archers, and cards like that. And so that's what this deck is good for, is it's got the prince, and then it's got all of its splash damage behind. It's got some defenders. And yeah, so this deck right here is going to be a very good deck to use. And if it works out for you guys, because it works out for me when I'm like battling kids in my clan. Like, I beat a few kids. I beat this kid with it. I beat everyone down here but him because he's my friend and he doesn't really battle. I haven't beat Impacts because the Impacts guy is actually Charge, so I haven't really beat him yet. And I pretty much beat almost everyone with this deck. So I know it's worked. It's tested by me. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you guys. Okay, you can talk now.